That's Jonny Smith off the Late Break Show.
Yeah, that is Richard Porter from Sniff Petrol. Together we combine our enormous powers and create an average podcast called Smith Sniff.
But today we're here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, and specifically the Supercar paddock. One of the most exciting and always one of the busiest parts of the festival. There are supercars bursting out of that place. In fact, this one has burst all the way over here and they've just left it lying around. So we're going to go over there and look at some of the most exciting and new things they've got.
I'm super excited about this.
Super duper.
Super excited about the supercars.
All right, we've actually come here to the staging area where the cars line up before they go up the hill because everything's getting a bit hot and frantic. Here at the front, Pagani Huayra R track-only swan song for the Huayra, which is weird. It feels like it's only been out about 10 minutes. But no, it's been replaced by the Utopia. This is the Utopia Roadster. And it has 6-litre twin-turbo V12, 864 horsepower. They designed the one with no roof at the same time as the coupe, so it's super stiff. It's also only about 1,280 kilos dry, so it's light.
That is very light. Well,
interesting thing about this car, though, it's the first use of Pirelli's new cyber tyre technology. A little sensor inside the tyre, which feeds information to the car's brains, in this case to its traction control, so it can help out more effectively and easily.
Okay, let me talk to you about that one there with all of its bits open.
Please do.
Yeah. Well, that is the most powerful and extreme car to come out of Swedish hypercar purveyors, Koenigsegg, with the Ghost badge on.
Yes.
That there is called Cedars Spear. Strange name.
Strange.
It's the name of Christian von Koenigsegg, the very clever, I'm going to say genius.
Yeah,
behind.
Smooth-headed genius.
Yeah, it's an 80th birthday present celebration of his dad, because Cedars Spear is not his dad's name.
Okay.
It's actually the name of the last horse his dad raced.
His dad raced horses?
Well, unless he's lying, which I don't think he is.
I don't think he is. No.
And
you know, they do those dream dinner party things, and you always go, invite interesting people. I always feel like Christian von Koenigsegg is a very interesting man.
Yes.
You'd have him round for dinner.
Well, he's one of the few people that have proved that if you do make your own engine from scratch, sometimes it really can work.
It can work out. Should we go a little bit further down the line, have a look at some more tasty treats?
Do you know, that is based on the Jesko Attack,
yes.
But it's the maximum attack version of the Jesko Attack.
Jesko Attack.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit less weight, only a tiny bit more horsepower, but it did already have a lot. It's 1,602 horsepower as long as you feed it E85
We're about to get shouted
fuel.
at, so let's move quickly.
Oh, okay, let's go. There's only 30 of those to be made, you know, and it's been on a very big diet. It comes with no sound insulation either, so you pay more for less. But the less is more diet is pretty common in supercars, especially the extreme iterations of them.
This is getting a lot of attention, understandably so. It's the first time up the hill at Goodwood for the Ferrari F80, their new flagship in the lineage of 288 GTO, F40, F50, La Ferrari, la la la.
La la la.
La la la. I don't remember the la 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 Ferrari, but I'm sure it was there somewhere. It's called F80 because while it will remain in production, Ferrari will celebrate its 80th birthday. That's in 2027. Yeah. But here it is now. Controversially, of course, it has a V6 engine related to the one in the 296, but also, crucially, related to the one in the 499 SP. Endurance racers that have just won Le Mans 3 times on the bounce.
Yeah, it's an interesting car. When this first unveiled online, there's been a lot of confusion and possibly hate, saying it doesn't quite look hard enough and it shouldn't maybe have had a V6, it should have had double that number of cylinders.
Yeah.
Who can say?
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's got that visor thing that's a bit like the one on the 12 Cilindri. It's got 1,183 horsepower in total, 888 from the V6, sorry, beg your pardon. And then the rest from a hybrid system. An S-duct here at the front, lots of tricksy aero going on here. It's, well, I don't know, you decide whether you like the looks of it. I will tell you one thing, though. This touch here on the side where it's got this sort of slabby panel blade that ends,
here.
That is a tribute to the way that the front wing ends on an F40.
Yeah. What I would say is, although it looks better in the composites than in pictures, I think the 12 Cilindri, which is actually just there, that yellow one, I think that is a better looking car, also cheaper.
I really like the look of the 12-cylinder. Some people don't. That visor thing on the front of that is black. Apparently somebody asked the head of design at Ferrari, could I have it in body colour? And he said, over my dead body. Right, what have we got up here? We've seen these various other Ferraris here. This is the Daytona SP3, one of the very limited run cars, following on from the Monza SP1 and SP2. I want to go back here.
This is a bit chaotic, so you'll have to
look
bear with
at this, the 911 GT3 RS.
The GT3 RS Manthe.
But with the Manthe Aero kit on it. You can see it's got these strakes on the roof, it's got a different rear wing, a fin, like on Porsche's current endurance racers.
Yeah, the Le Mans.
It has those aero discs on the back wheels as well. This is all Manthe kit. They've slightly tweaked the suspension to take account for the fact it's generating a lot more downforce. You can buy your GT3 RS and then decide at a later date to have this kit put on it if you suddenly find yourself doing a lot of track days, but be warned, it will cost you £999,999.
Right, we're going to continue.
I can't get through here. Shall I just tell you a little bit about this? It's Karma.
Okay.
It's an all-electric coupe from the US, from California in fact. They're saying they have about 1,000 horsepower, and also it's a software-defined vehicle. I don't know what that means, but presumably it'll constantly tell you it needs updating.
Throw to me, Richard. I was going to say let's move on to another Porsche. Well, it is and it isn't.
Oh yes, don't say that.
This yellow delight here, we're going to just shimmy in. This is, I can't call it a Porsche, it's a Singer reimagined Carrera Coupe.
Yeah.
So it is based on a real Porsche, an older one.
A 964.
A 964, which
as
is
Singers are.
Yeah, but this car is it's a wide-bodied, 414 horsepower, so it looks like a turbo, but it's not a turbo, it's naturally aspirated. And it's got engine components from their previous project involving Cosworth.
Yes, so 4-litre flat six, air-cooled, but with water-cooled 4-valve heads, like a 959.
That's right.
The coolest of the Porsches. This is inspired by the Super Sport equipment package from the 80s. So Singer started by making these sort of evocations of a kind of mythical, brilliant 60s, maybe early 70s 911. Then they brought in that turbo, so that sort of moved them into the 70s very firmly. This now is Singer. Singer does the 80s. These, you might be wondering, are pop-up driving lights.
They are.
They're very cool.
It has variable valve timing. It's got 4-way adaptable dampers. It's got nose lift. And the body is completely carbon. It's limited to 100 cars. It's probably already sold out. I don't
would
know.
imagine so.
But it does look exquisite, like always Singer does. The attention to detail is just
should we skirt
mad.
past these Bentleys? We have seen these here at Goodwood before, haven't we? So let's go
The
up here.
balaclava's over there. It's an amazing colour, that green.
The cars are driving off, but before we lose them, I really want to talk about this, because every few years Lamborghini tries to give us something new and difficult to spell. This is their latest effort. It's the Temerario. E's and A's in there somewhere. As ever with Lamborghini tradition, Temerario was a fighting bull in the 1870s. But the boss of Lamborghini also says Temerario means bold and fearless. I put it into Google Translate, and in Spanish apparently it also means brash and reckless, so take your pick. Anyway, the big news here is this is the replacement for the Huracan. Out goes the much-loved V10. In comes a twin-turbo V8 and a hybrid system. Oh no, everyone's saying. But that V8 revs to 10,000, and they've tuned it so that specific vibrations come into the cabin to make it feel more tingly and alive. A total output of 907 brake horsepower, so it's going to be brisk. 4-wheel drive, motors at the front. There's also I think it's called Alleggerita pack, which is basically salami and rocket on top. Or I might be thinking of Pizza Express. It's a lightweight pack. It's 25 kilos lighter because there's some carbon stuff on it and stuff like that.
Let's move behind that. There's a Corvette.
Oh yes.
And it's it's not a hybrid. It's not a naturally aspirated. It's electric, of all things.
Can I just draw your attention to the fact that one of the things I like about the Temerario is that it's showing a lot of tyre at the back. That's quite saucy.
A little bit of, it's showing a bit of leg, isn't it?
I wouldn't follow one too closely on a gravelly road,
Oh
though.
no, hell no. So this is the Corvette based on the C8, which means obviously the Corvette's been mid-engine for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's faster than ever and more agile than ever. But this E-Ray now, it's I said it was electric. I lied. It's actually still got an LT engine in it. It's still got a 6.2 litre V8 rigged up to 162 brake horsepower of assistance from a motor. So this equates to 644 PS with its 8-speed double clutch gearbox. And I don't actually know its top speed. I haven't found out its top speed. but I do know that the LT motor is devastatingly quick and
I
reliable.
don't know. This is interesting because you think of Corvettes as being very trad, but in the past few years, the Corvette has gone mid-engined and now hybrid. You imagine it's made some people's heads fall off, but my sometime colleague Jethro Bovingdon, ex of Evo, now out of Top Gear, has driven this in the US, and he says it's good.
Yeah, I think the Corvette is very good.
Let's move further up before things leave. The Aston Martin Valhalla is a very new and interesting car here. This was shown as a concept in 2019. At that point, it was supposed to have Aston Martin's own homemade V6. That plan's gone out the window because engines are complicated and expensive. It now has the 4-litre twin-turbo AMG V8 that's in a lot of Astons these days.
Which works.
Yeah, but hooked together with a hybrid system so that it's got extra oomph. It's supposed to be son of Valkyrie, so it needs the performance, mid-engined, of course.
It's like a more comfortable version of the Valkyrie, I'm guessing.
Yes, the Valkyrie is not famed for its Rolls-Royce-like comfort, but this should be. They're only going to make, I think, 999 of them. So I don't know how long it'll take to shift those.
That seems a lot.
Do you think?
It does to me.
I mean, it's a lot of spoons, unless you're Alanis Morissette.
Let's go back here to look at this wild blue thing.
Oh, yes.
This
really
from the Czech Republic. It is the Praga Bohema.
Yes. Now, Praga, you're thinking, who they? Well, they're not new. The company has been around in one form or other since 1907. In their early days, they made cars. And then they went on to make trucks and buses. In the 90s, they became quite preeminent making go-karts. And now they've gone back to cars with this.
Yeah, so they've said that this car, I mean, we're surrounded by hypercars that are hybrid now, largely. This is not hybrid, 3 underlines. The other thing is it's road legal, but track focused.
The number plates apparently are easily removable once you get to the track. They've thought about this stuff.
So this boasts 700 horsepower, 982 kilos, so it's 1.4 kilos per horsepower.
What's weird to me is it's 982 kilos, but it can generate 950 kilos of downforce, so it's almost crushing itself.
It's sucking itself in.
Physics professors don't write in, I was messing around.
The drivetrain of this is what interests me. This has the V6 turbo of the Nissan GTR, aka the Skyline R35. So the one that was on sale for about the last 60 years.
It's just coming to an end now, yeah.
Yeah, and that engine is in the middle of this car.
But tuned in the UK by Litchfield, the preeminent, I'm saying it again, the well-known GTR tuners.
The stats on this don't look amazing on paper, but I think that it's more about the feel and the capability. It's 3.3 seconds to 62, and it's 186 or so miles an hour top end.
It is also quite pricey though, isn't it?
Yes, 1.4 million of your pounds.
This is not standard equipment. In fact, they may not offer it to customers, but this particular Praga Bohema is fitted with a Ben Collins. Let's go and see it.
There he is.
Hi. Did you used to be the Stig?
Did you used to work on Top Gear?
I don't remember. How is the Praga Bohema, Ben?
The Bohema, as it's called, is awesome. Yeah, it's very fast. It's very fun up the hill because it's great at carrying speed through the corners, which I like, obviously.
And who are you working for this weekend?
I'm working for Praga.
And there we go. Thanks, Ben.
One thing I forgot to say about this while I was admiring all its exposed suspension, this is 300 kilos lighter than McLaren's 720S. So I was thinking, it's a ton. That doesn't seem that impressive. So many cars are well over a ton. 300 kilos lighter than a 720S. Let's move on up. That is getting hot under the collar.
Oh, God, that's belting out so much heat. And I'm already in long sleeves.
Probably a bit cold, aren't you, Rich?
Oh, gosh. This is the Rolls-Royce Spectre Black Badge. Black Badge is sort of Rolls-Royce's kind of fruitier, more out there cars or models, versions of their models. Get your words right.
Spectre means electric, right?
Yes. Well, it is a pure electric coupe. Power in infinity mode up to 650 brake horsepower. If you engage that mode, the instruments also go a bit more jazzy because Rolls-Royce say you need to be aware that you have unleashed the beast. This purple paintwork on this car apparently is inspired by, you'll like this,
Cadbury's.
80s and 80s and 90s club culture.
Is it really?
I think that's quite a broad church, but anyway, go with it. It's kind of got ravey paint and 650 horsepower in total silence. I like that.
It's very, very interesting. This is the Mustang GTD, and I think this exact car with its German plates on is the one that has just set the record around the certain German circuit that's drawn on the back of it, the Nürburgring.
Aston Valkyrie going out there. We've seen that many times before. Now, of course, it has, as we saw, its offspring, the Valhalla.
I like
here.
the fact that the Mustang GTD is in the supercar parade. You wouldn't think of it as being a supercar, but that particular car has supercar potential, doesn't
There's
it?
so much re-engineering gone on with all the inboard dampers and all that sort of stuff and the power. And, of course, now it's set that amazing time around the Nürburgring. They were aiming for sub 7 minutes, and by God, they got it. What was it 6:52? I think it did in the end. So
we actually heard it being tested a couple of days ago when I was filming something for my YouTube channel, and it sounded like hell warmed up.
They called it shakedown testing, and my God, it made everything shake. I was going to just mention the Aston Vantage S. That's new here at Goodwood as well.
Yes.
A little bit more power, but you shall know it by its red trimmings and the S badge on the side, which is brass with a red enamel inner, loads of Alcantara. Let's have a look. Because actually, around the back is more interesting. It's got an extra little ducktail lip.
So it's got a full width rear spoiler, I've been told, which means it's got 44 more kilos of downforce at VMAX, which is 202 miles an hour.
Normally, when they sort of S-ify things, whoever the manufacturer is, they tend to make everything stiffer and harder. But actually, the transmission mounts in this car and some of the suspension have been made softer to ensure it's still usable. I like that.
Yeah, I like. There's a lot of optional carbon on the Vantage S, I've been told about. Carbon roof is optional. That one's got it.
Okay, yeah.
Carbon brakes are optional. Carbon seats.
Yeah.
And there's also it's got the quad exhaust there. I mean, I still can't always tell Astons apart.
No.
But they all look good. That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's all right. That's carbon, isn't it? That lip. Anyway, before everything goes, should we just see if there's anything more interesting up here?
Yeah.
Oh, since we're passing it, now we did see it here last year, but it's always worth mentioning, the Bugatti Bolide track-only swan song for the glorious W16 engine that was in the Veyron, the Chiron. It's being replaced, of course, by the Tourbillon, which has a V16.
I can't wait to see the Tourbillon. I'm very excited about that. That's one of those, the Bugattis of the world and the Koenigsegg's are the ones that seem to turn me on as much. And this is a Rimac. Yeah, this is a Nevera R. Hi. How are you doing? It's really good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So tell us, remind us of the performance capabilities of the Nevera R again.
It's not that quick. It's 0 to 400 to 0 to 25.79 seconds.
To 0 as well?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We broke 24 world records last week with the car.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's 2,107 horsepower.
That's almost it from our slightly chaotic look around the supercars. But before we go, there's one car I really, really wanted to draw your attention to. It's coming down now. You might remember Zenvo from Denmark. They did that TSR S with the rear wing that did that. Yeah. Well, they've got a new car. Here it is. It's actually two cars, really. It's called the Aurora, but there's the Aurora Agile, which is like the track day version. And then there's this, the Aurora Tour, Danish for Tour, which is the sort of GT version. The boss of Koenigsegg, sorry, not Koenigsegg, what am I talking about? Zenvo. He says, think of the Agile as like the GT3 RS and the Tour as the 911 Turbo. The real news here is that car has Zenvo's own 6.6 litre V12 developed in association with Mahler, and it has 4 turbos.
So making your own engine has mixed results in history, doesn't it?
History has shown us it's fraught with peril. Engines are hard.
Yeah.
But the reason it has 4 turbos is because the boss of Zenvo is a big fan of the Bugatti EB110. That had 4 turbos, and he went, well, that's cool, so we're doing that as well. It's also got a hybrid system. It makes a total of 1,850 horsepower.
That's lunacy.
That's lunacy. It can go from 0 to 248 miles an hour, that well-known benchmark for all cars, in 17 seconds, they claim, and on to a top speed of 280 miles an hour.
We are in such a mad arms race with supercars.
We really
now,
aren't we? Now, that, when it finally goes on sale, that's a prototype, but when it goes on sale, it will cost you around £2.2 million, and sadly, even for that money, you do not get a rear wing that does that.
One thing I would say also is we haven't been able to cover all the supercars at the Supercar Paddock. That's how many new supercars are in existence right now.
Well, but when you factor in all the sort of older ones, the greatest hits that are here as well, there are about 60 cars there, fabulous. If you're here, you've been having a treat, I imagine. That's it from us. We're going to go somewhere cooler now, like the heart of the sun. But thank you for watching. See you again soon.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. Bye.